Welcome, everyone, to today's live stream, episode number 5 of our Solasta Crown of the Magister Palace of Ice DLC gameplay series. I'm Commander Jorval, and I want to thank you for coming along on our journey today. So, admin notes. As you all know, last week we finished up the Kingdom Come Deliverance gameplay series. I'm going to be starting Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the sequel to it, here in a couple of weeks. But next week, I was invited to a playtest this week for a game called Warhounds. It's an indie developer. I've played it a couple of times. It's a closed playtest, but there is no embargo on it or anything like that. So next week on Saturday, I might do a playthrough of it. I'm still playing through it. I mean, it's an hour and a half or maybe 2 hours worth of content, and I've played through it a couple of times. Got some bug reports sent in and that sort of stuff. There's a Discord for us, for the creators to be able to put information in, and so I've been trying to do that to help them out, but I may do a one-off type of just live stream about that game. We'll kind of see how it goes here. I'm, just like I told them, I'm fairly picky about this game. They're not, or about any games that I play on my stream. They're not sponsoring it or anything like that. So but I'm probably going to. Like I say, there's a couple of annoying bugs. I think I know how to avoid them. But yeah, we may do a playthrough of the open or the closed play test for it. It is very XCOM like, kind of Jagged Alliance. Kind of. They have some stuff in it that they're going to be changing. Like I said, this is a very early build of it and that sort of stuff. But I'll talk more about it if we do that playthrough. So keep an eye on my social media, and maybe we'll see that coming up. But in probably 2 weeks, so not next week, maybe the week after, or maybe in 3 weeks, we will be starting a new playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Next week, the Super Bowl is today for the ending of the NFL season in the United States. So once the Super Bowl's over, this live stream is going to move to the Saturday time slot, which is Saturday at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is GMT -6 right now for my overseas viewers. I'm going to move this live stream to Saturday at the regular time. Then that Sunday live stream will have that possible Warhounds playthrough, and then will be KCD2. The intent is that I keep working through Solasta here, and then by the time I finish this, which is in a little more than a month, just a month and 4 days, by the time I finish this, we will be ready for early access for Solasta 2. I am signed up for it. I'm ready to jump into it, and we'll be having our Saturday live stream be the Solasta 2 early access playthroughs. We've gotten some hints about how long it's going to be and that sort of stuff. I don't expect there's going to be a whole ton of content to start out with. That may increase as we go through the early access period. But we'll kind of play it by ear and see what we can do. We're going to have a limited number of classes, a limited level cap, and all that sort of stuff. So we'll kind of check it out when we get there. So I think that's all for the admin notes. So on our recap, at the end of last week's episode, we had finished up the Northern Clans faction missions. We had a fight against some giants at the end of last week's episode. We're going to go hand in some items and pick up some quest items and rewards here real quick. And then we're going to head back to White Rock City and head out on the Central Clan's faction quest. So let's go ahead and jump in here. And we'll pick up where we left off. Okay, so at the end of last week's episode, remember we were at the Ice Henge. We had explored or investigated this item here. We picked up a bunch of our rewards. We've identified everything in our inventory. So, and we made some changes to what gear we were carrying and that sort of stuff. So now we did pick up the Scepter of Harming. If you remember right. It's somewhere in here. There it is. It's marked as a quest item. We need to go get that taken care of. So we're going to head out. The entrance is over here. There it is. And Marduk has left us. He's gone back to White Rock City. Okay, now we're not going to head all the way back to White Rock City. We need to stop off at the Storm Giant camp. You see, that's why we have a quest item there, because of Hallmar's request. Okay, that's going to be mutually exclusive with a mysterious artifact, which is listed here, but we definitely want to give the Staff of Harming back to Hjalmar here. This is going to give us more time also to be able to craft some stuff. So let's go talk to Hjalmar real quick.
It's so cold.
Hjalmar, here's the artifact you wanted.
Ah, you have proved true allies of the Giants. We shall not forget, and I shall call you friends from now on. As promised, gems for your resurrection spells.
Thank you.
We need to go.
Okay, and you're not really doing this for the gems. You do get some rough blue diamonds, some diamonds as well, which are for true resurrection and resurrection. You don't really need those per se. What you're really doing though is getting our northern clans up to 100. That is maxed out. Its living legend now is our level, but we're also getting the giants to be friends with us. So we definitely want all of that to happen. Now, if you go turn that scepter into good spell in the city, you're going to get a random book, a random skill book that's going to up a skill by +2. You can't decide which one it is. You'll have to save scum it if you want to or something like that. But like I say, we don't really need that right now. I'm not too worried about it. I'm more interested in the rewards I get for this. But feel free to do whatever you want. And now we can travel all the way back to White Rock City. And we're going to be taking a different road here. Okay, so she finished crafting this. We're kind of working our way through the greases, so I think that's it. Yeah, we've got 5. Okay, yes, and we do have it. The only, as we talked about previously, the only one that really helps us out is the night hunt. And that's because, well, one, you get +2 to attack and damage rolls if you put it on a weapon. But you can use your bonus action to make an extra weapon attack. The disadvantage is that you are light sensitive. However, if we're fighting in darkness, we're not in light. So the demonic grease of the night hunt is pretty good for us, and is something that, you know, we're just going to keep crafting until we run out of the materials for it, which is only a couple of more. We've only got 2 moonflowers left. And after this, we're going to up our, or we're going to reattune items to put the parry up to the Master Enchanter on for the rest of this journey. And I may run into a random encounter out here. Doesn't really matter. I'm not too worried about her attunement during that. Okay, and there, that one's finished. So we'll go into our inventory and we'll craft the last one here. And she's already halfway done. Okay, so some young Remmer hazes. Okay, so again,
cold.
the young Remmer hazes are going to close the distance on us really fast because they have their little burrowing action. So it does not matter how far away they are, they're going to be right up on us really quickly. So I think I am going to move over this way. And ready a melee attack here. And let's get darkness up. And like having all 3 of the entrances covered. Because I don't know where they're going to be coming from. And we are definitely going to get Sharon off the ground here. Okay, we'll get Malediction out.
Solasta, Encho, Minore.
110. That took off. She's 82 hit points. It's a little crazy. Okay, he's going to come in as normal. That's going to trigger that reaction. And I did find the setting to use Warlock pack slots automatically. It wasn't on by default. As part of the Unfinished Business mod, there's a setting you can turn on that uses pack slots first. So now it should be using the green ones first here.
Viribe! Victory is mine!
Okay, so again, we're just going to ready a melee attack here. I do have one coming in from this side. Here. We have one coming in from here. This one might be coming around this way. But for now, let's move. I can see this one. So let's use my bonus action.
Arcana Encho Minure.
And maybe we can knock him back a little bit.
Arcana Evo Malmis. A modest success.
You can see the difference in damage between somebody who just uses the cantrip to knock people back versus someone who's specced around using the cantrip. Eldritch Blast is... in tabletop, it's a little less OP, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Solasta Evo.
You can reliably take off 50 hit points here.
Got ya.
Every time in this game, at least. So that still took off 73.
Try again.
Oh, I missed.
Huh?
Are there Rimmer Hazes? Do they have tremor sense? Or something? They're not blinded. Let me check real quick and see what my bestiary shows. That's the offspring. Okay, so that must be them. That superior dark vision should not overcome magical darkness. Well, not according to a tabletop, so maybe things are a little different. And yeah, see, it's using my pack slots first.
Viribe. A victory fit for a song.
Yeah, see, he can see me because... Oh, no. Oh, he failed against Topple, so he's not going to get a reaction attack. But before he fell, that square was red. So I would have taken an attack of opportunity there.
You'll die like the rest.
Monk OP. Might as well throw a level 5 Divine Smite there. Should have actually put a defensive flourish on there, but with a 27 armor class, not really sweating it too much.
Solasta, Evo.
Yeah, now he's blinded by darkness. I was gonna say, but yeah, something's weird there. I'll watch this one. Yeah, see? It's like the first time when they move into the darkness doesn't blind them. Yeah, you can see this one's shown as blinded by darkness, this one's not. So, it's kind of weird. Let's get here, so we can land attacks on both.
Nice.
Okay, and yeah, the Remorhaz is now, should be fully unlocked in our bestiary. And more of the primordial lava stones. Now, there's normally a chest. There is. Some just purely random stuff. And nothing else. So we'll continue with our long rest here. Oh, it's not lit. We should be finishing our demonic grease here. What do you know? Is that the last one? Yes, that's the last one. So I can look and see if there's anything else we want to craft. I can go ahead and craft these. Don't know if I'm going to be using them, but I might. That's going to add to my initiative rolls. And she already finished crafting them. The boots here, your initiative is increased by 3 as long as you're wearing them. They do not require attunement. So once I get through, I'm going to be picking up a couple of more items with cold resist on them. Here pretty quickly. So once I do, I'll be able to swap out those boots with those people. Because having more initiative is never a bad thing. Okay, and we're going to do a reattunement here for Sharon. And remove that. And add back in the Wand of the War Mage. So that we can head out to Turvamalin here. Okay, now here in White Rock City, we need to do a couple of things. One, we need to sell off all of our items that we have. And 2, we need to pick up a reward or a quest item. Or for a quest.
Clear skies, friend.
Well, you're worthy of your reputation.
Can we count on you for the vote, then?
Yes, I will organize my people's return from here. With Bjarni out of the way, the giants will leave us be. The North will remember!
A little Game of Thrones reference.
Any news, Master Gorm?
With the help of Master Goodcheer, we clarified the threat that demons represent.
We're all ears.
Exonica the Traveler accidentally reached the demon realms. There she faced a very powerful being called Sethroth, the Archreaver. She retreated, but Sethroth followed her to Solasta, using her own gate. Only with the help of her sister, Adrastea, the Prudent Shield, could she stop him.
Sister?
Explains how the ring opened Exonica's laboratory.
Together, the dragons built a protection to keep Sethroth out of Solasta. He can travel from one plane to another, but cannot wander far from the gate when on Solasta. This protection is called the Palace of Ice. Alas, we do not know where it is. The notes suggest it might not even be on this plane of existence.
But we saw demons in the whole territory of the Snow Alliance.
I know. Somehow the palace has become fallible.
So does it have anything to do with the Pact of the Claw or not?
So far, it seems the Speaker is the guardian of the Palace of Ice.
Well, it's pretty clear to me. No guardian, the demons escape.
This makes it even more urgent to elect a Speaker. We need to see the other clan chiefs.
That is probably the best course of action, until we know more.
Stay in the light.
Until next time, my friends.
So we're slowly uncovering clues as to why
I think we have
we're
a new
here.
message from Beric Sunblaze.
We should write him back. Give some information about what we discovered.
Okay, so we got a new letter from Beric. Okay. So, letting him know, or he's heard, that we went north with Marduk, and he says it probably would have been a an adventure that we went on, and we did. Also found out that Lord Fisek is not a Sorakath, like everybody thought, and he's come back and has requested diplomatic immunity, so kind of see how that plays out. And we've got a level up, so we are definitely going to go do that. So, but first, we are going to go on a little walkabout all the way over here to the Western District. That's because you can see our path is going to take us past Isrid here.
Hey, friends!
Isrid, how are you?
I'm great. I learned so much with you guys. Someday I will write my name in the halls of the heroes of the Snow Alliance.
Sure you've got talent, kid.
Take it easy, kid.
Stay in the light.
And we're going to get two things there. We got a magnificent shield and a letter from Isrid. So we can read the letter from Isrid. Basically just saying thanks. And take this item. It may protect you as much as it protected me during this adventure. And that item is a magnificent shield. So let's identify it. And we get the Jakar buckler here. Now this is going to add +3 to my armor class. Okay, that requires the attunement to activate it. While you're attuned to the shield, your constitution is 19. Okay, which will allow us to get rid of the belt of hill giant strength, which we're not using right now anyway. But that would make this redundant as far as our carry weight goes. That's the only reason we are really using it, because we're using our charisma to hit here, and this upped it to the same as our charisma, so we'd still be using the charisma to hit. So this would kind of remove this and make it redundant, and this would go to 19, and we'd still be using our charisma to hit, so we're not going to be losing anything for it. Can use a reaction to reduce the damage of an incoming missile, and this is kind of like snare missiles, so to speak, except we can't throw it back. But it is going to take an attunement slot, so we're at 27 right now. We're getting +2 from the Shield of Robustness. This is going to be up us to +3 once we attune to it, but we're going to lose one of our armor classes here by this taking off the Sigil Ring of Abjuration or the boots. And we could remove the boots and leave both of these on, and this would take it up to 28 for our standing armor class. That is really impressive for a standing armor class to have. In tabletop, it's darn near impossible to have a standing armor class up that high. But let's go ahead and attune to this. And now you can see our armor class is up to 28. So it's an impressive boost that we get. And again, oh, I'm sorry, I was talking about Constitution versus Strength. So sorry, my Constitution is now up to 19, so my hit points have been boosted from 117 to 131 here. So yeah, I was comparing two different things, Constitution and Strength. That was my fault. So yeah, if we want to up our strength and up our carry weight, we could remove the Sigil Ring of Abjuration, take that back to 27, still keep the extra Constitution, and now our strength would be up to 19 for our carry weight. Okay, so let's go right down the way here and look at the southern clans. Because, yeah, we're getting a 30% rebate here from them. So let's go ahead and sell off whatever we have. So a great axe +3, 236, 3987. So, yeah, definitely we're selling off some of these things that we have picked up. Short sword +2, added another 1,000 to that. Short bow +2 adds another 1,000. Don't need the flute. Don't need the horn of blast. Well, how much does this weigh? 2. How much does the flute weigh? 2. I'll actually remove that flute. I'll keep the magical ones. Half plate +2 adds another 1,500. Sell off some of these books. I'm probably not going to use the Amulet of Health, but yeah, I definitely won't be using it here because I've already got a higher constitution, but we'll see. This I can sell. The Periapt of Health I don't need. I can remove diseased pretty easily. Keep my rings. And the Shield of Robustness, I don't think I need. But I'm going to hold on to it. So that's going to give me another 7,800 gold here. Okay, and we're just clearing out items here. I'm going to keep Frostburn. I don't need the Lightbringer Greatsword, so that's 1,000. I'm going to keep the Warden Blade. I'll keep a couple of the non-magicals. The arrows I don't need on him. So the adamantine plate is nice for the avoiding critical hits, but again, I'm not going to give up the extra armor class just for that. So we'll get rid of the rest of this. Bunch of spell foci here. Okay, gonna keep those rings. And we want to keep some regular arrows on him, so we'll probably keep 40 or so. Actually, I'll keep 60. Because we're going to need some of those here coming up in a little bit. So do I want to keep the Garb of the Prudent Shield? I don't think I do. Shield of Faith is nice, but it requires concentration. I think. No, because either way, I want the +2 to Wisdom to help his armor class and his strikes some more. So I think I'm going to leave that there. So I'm not going to need. I know where to come get this if I need it. But yeah, you can see it's worth a bunch of gold. And I need to give him the manual bodily health. I need to give that to somebody. The slippers I'm keeping. The bracers of stunning strike I'll keep as well. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to use them. Don't need that. Or that horn. The leather armor of flame dancing, I think I'm gonna... If I keep it for that encounter... I think I am going to keep it just for one encounter, and then I'll get rid of it. In my personal playthrough, I did not get the studded armor of the Black Marsh. So this is obviously much better for her, but there is one encounter coming up where I might want to reattune to this. And the other greases I can get rid of. The night hunts I'm going to keep. Bronze crown I can sell. Jade pendant. Okay. All right, now is there anything that we want to buy here? We've got 49,000, so there isn't much that we can't, or anything that we can't buy here from them. So we could buy a Tome of Understanding for 15k, and I think I will. And we can do that right now. So this is going to increase his wisdom score by 2 and increases the maximum by 2. So he's going to go up to 24 on his wisdom here. Takes a full day to be able to use these tomes. Now if I look at him, he's up to 24. And that's going to up his unarmored defense as well. So he's now up to a 23 armor class. For him, he does have the lowest out of them, so I guess I can up his constitution as well. He was at 119 hit points, I think. So we should be up over 130 now, I believe. He's at 129. So. Okay. So we're doing good. So let's change out these to the regular arrows. Like I say, we're going to need it. And let's head to the inn. And we will take our long rest, and then we're going to head out on our next quest. So we're going to level up here. So let me save beforehand.
Welcome to my humble inn, heroes of the Rift.
I might need a couple of long rests here, depending upon how much I can see. Okay, I can see the level ups, so we're good. So for my bard, from this point on, I'm going to be continuing pure bard, and at level 9 bard, we're going to get our expertise. Okay, which means we can take 2 of our skills that we're proficient in, and we can make them expert, so we can double the proficiency bonus. We're also going to get an extra 4th and an extra 5th, so we've now got 2 5th level divine smites to throw out. Okay, so for what we've got here, there's not a whole lot that we really need. I am going to do acrobatics. It's going to take me up to plus 14. That just means I can jump across longer distances. There are a couple of areas here in this quest where I want to have everybody be able to jump. Intimidation, performance, we don't use. But intimidation, we might. So I'm going to add that in. So we have deception, intimidation, and persuasion for our talking skills with our bard, gaining plus 15 to all of them. Okay, we're not going to unlearn anything. And for our spells, Hold Monster is a no-brainer. You definitely want to take it. There are some other really good ones here. If we get drained, we could use Greater Restoration. Mass Cure Wounds is okay. 5d8 healing for everybody is pretty nice. I want to look and see. Yeah, okay. So Irresistible Performance is like Tabletop. It's an AoE spell. Okay, for our Paladin, we are now full up on our Fighter. So we're going to continue down the Paladin road here. Oh, and I found out about the feat. Em and I were having a discussion about this. About the Executioner feat. It is hidden in a submenu under the Fighting Initiate, which is under, so it's under like initiates and skills, and then underneath that there's Fighter Initiate, and then underneath that is the Executioner skill. The Executioner feat acts exactly the same as the Executioner fighting style, and you can't double them up in this. So I've got the Executioner fighting style here on my Paladin. I took it when I started putting fighter levels in. So that feat is going to be useless for me now that I've looked at it. So we're not missing anything out. But for anybody else who does not have that fighting style, and I think I took the Executioner fighting style on my Bard as well. I'll look here in a second. But for anybody who doesn't have it, it's a boost since we're fighting in darkness to use it. So we'll up our Paladin. This is going to gain us an additional 2nd level Divine Smite. And now we're getting Aura of Righteousness. So you constantly emanate a 2-cell wide aura while not incapacitated. Allies with an aura add damage equal to your proficiency bonus. So that's basically giving everybody a straight +5 to their damage. As long as they're within 10 feet of you, or 2 cells of the Paladin. Monk, straight monk, all the way. And this is going to give us perfect focus. So when you roll initiative and don't use Uncanny Metabolism, you regain expended focus points until you have 4 if you have 3 or fewer. So if you've already utilized Uncanny Metabolism and you are running low on key points, now you're going to get 4 of those back at every combat that you get into. Every time you roll initiative, you're guaranteed to have at least 4. Even if you haven't taken a long rest, you haven't taken a short rest, or you don't have uncanny metabolism, you're guaranteed to start every fight with 4. And last is Sharon, and we're going to stay Warlock here. And this is going to get us something really cool. So we now go up to, or we unlock another 5th level spell slot, and we get Mystic Arcanum. So choose one spell of the specified level from this Warlock spell list as this Arcanum. You can cast this spell once without expending a spell slot, and you must finish a long rest before you can do so again. So we're not going to unlearn any... Boy, I really would actually like to. Hate getting rid of freedom of movement, but I think I want to for this. And that's because I want to have Repelling Blast. It's simply way too useful in what we're going to be running up against here coming up next. So I'll give up freedom of movement for it. We're not going to unlearn any spells. Here's our Mystic Arcanum spell. And this is from level 6. Okay. So we can now pick one of these, and we can cast it once per long rest without using an ice or a spell slot. Now, these are some fairly decent spells. In tabletop, some of these would be extraordinarily useful. Here in the game, some of them not so much, but Circle of Death is exactly what it sounds like. You need a pearl, at least 500 gold. The 500 gold is not consumed, but in a 8-meter box, you put up a circle, not necessarily a circle, but a sphere of necromantic energy, and it does 8d8 necromantic damage, okay, or necrotic damage. So it's pretty good. Eye Bite allows you to customize the spell with 3 different effects, either putting a single target to sleep, panic in it so it runs away from you, or sicken it so that it has disadvantage on attacks until a wisdom save is succeeded. There is a saving throw for this to do it, but the Asleep doesn't have the limitation of hit dice like the sleep spell does right now, which makes the sleep spell fairly useless. This, if they don't pass the saving throw, they fall asleep, and they are incapacitated for the rest of the fight until you hurt them or one of their allies goes to wake them up. Conjure Fey is actually really good in tabletop. I haven't tested it out here to see how well it works, but this will get a Fey creature. The challenge rating here is based upon the level at which we cast it. So we should be getting really high challenge rating enemy or monsters to fight alongside us on this. Not something I think I'm willing to take for my Mystic Arcanum. Otherworldly Disguise in tabletop is amazing. Here we have 2 different types of it. You're either immune to fire and poison damage, immune to getting poisoned. You gain +2 bonus to armor class, flying speed of 40 feet, an extra attack all attacks are magical, and you can use your spell ability attribute instead of strength or dex when you take the attack action on your turn. Or you're immune to radiant necrotic, you're immune to charmed, you gain all the other stuff. So 2 different types of it. Now this is instant, and it is not concentration. So here, gaining the additional +2 armor class, being immune to fire and poison, we already have flying speed, so I'm not too worried about that. This gives you a flying speed of 40 feet. Right now we have a flying speed of 30 feet, so it gains me a little extra. Gaining an extra attack doesn't really do a whole lot for us because it's not gaining me an extra cantrip or an extra spell cast, I don't believe. And using my spell ability instead of strength or dex to make the attack, I'm already using that. So there are some benefits, not necessarily a whole lot though. Scatter does exactly what it sounds like. If you cast this at a range on an area, and any unwilling creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw to resist the spell. If not, I can teleport them up to 120 feet away. So that means that I can move them 10 squares of movement away from me. Now this can be really, really useful in this game. You can teleport them up onto the top of like a pillar or something like that, where they have to take fall damage to get down. Or you can teleport them into a room that is locked but has a gate on it you can see through and that sort of stuff. So can be really nice. Again, do I want to use it as my 1 Mystic Arcanum? Not really. Flash Freeze is a single target cold spell. They take 10d6 cold damage, you can save for half, and they're restrained, which again, they can take a save to negate it. When they're restrained, or when you cast this at a higher level, then you get an additional damage that goes along with it. Single target, not for my 6th level spell, not really worth it. And True Seeing, just don't take it. We have items that give us True Seeing. So I'm going to stick with Circle of Death here. And now for my class spells. Did I already take Dimension Door? I did not. I think... This is concentration. It would be really, really helpful. What are the requirements here? Okay, so I need a diamond or raise dead. Is this humanoid? I don't know. I know what far step is. Guess I can take static synapse here. And do I want to attune Sharon? Actually, I might just use her elemental resistance instead. Okay. So now we're going to head to the exit. We're going to head up to Turvamalin. This is going to be less than a day to get there. And we're going to get attacked by some enemies here. Let's see what the terrain is like. Okay. So Sharon's up first. Let's get her off the ground. There's the mountain druid. Where's the other one? Over here. Okay, so let's try this.
Encho Minure. Solasta Evo.
Kill them all!
Okay. I actually I should have turned off repelling blast there. Okay, so we're gonna counter this. I don't care what it is. Okay, so I failed the counter spell and he healed himself. Get protection right here. Let's see if I can move to the other side and get it here. Okay, I can get it there. And let's see. We can push him off here.
Arcana Evo. Nice.
Okay, we did. Kind of stuck here now. So I need to get rid of the polar bear to be able to move. So
I trained hard for this.
Okay, area of righteousness is kicking in.
Another victory.
Okay, so now let's move back into darkness a little more. He's going to use his heal. Okay, so Sharon, I'm going to keep doing this. He's going to have to dash to get up here. I don't think I'm going to even be able to... Or he's even going to be able to attack. I can't see him. I shouldn't have pushed him again. But let's take this opportunity to get rid of one more of these. So the Tundra Tiger here. Let's see if we can just get a kill. Almost. Okay, so where's M? Right there. Should be able to move out here. Kill there. And again, that Aura of Righteousness giving him an additional 5 damage. Oh, right there. Try and stun the Winter Wolf. And it failed. Good deal. So it's not going to be able to use his breath attack. Oh, we might be able to kill it outright.
Nice
Little
move.
Well, let's see what he chooses to do. Okay, so we cast Resistance. Not too worried about that. Let's get... Oh, I have Malediction going on this druid here. We don't need a flourish. We will throw a smite. And look at all those smites. Bardidins are so awesome.
Palpable hit.
See if he's going to use his breath attack, and it is. We are resistant to all of that damage, though, so... Resistance and didn't move. Okay. I don't think we need to quicken that. them can get out there and kill him. Pretty sure. Yes, he can. Because he can move 2/3 of the way across the entire map. Because Monk's OP.
Bleed!
And now we're gonna move down here. Well, actually, yeah, I'm gonna move down here to get out of line of sight of that druid, just in case.
Again!
Okay, easy enough. That was probably bad. He's dashing, reduce movement speed. Okay, so can Sharon see him? Oh, that's bad for you. Yeah, I actually will throw him back because of the reduced movement speed.
Solasta Evo.
Truly fortunate.
And she rolled a crit. Okay, now question becomes, how far can I get? Not all the way over there, but close enough. Can move here. Be out of line of sight still. Don't think there's anything I'm going to be able to do here. Oh, can.
Seems effortless.
Arcana Evo. Almes.
Alright. Actually, shouldn't have killed him. Should have waited till next turn, but... yeah, because I failed on the druid. Okay, so let's pick up some loot here. I think I got one more over here. I do. Okay, and let's get back to our long rest. So what is everybody wearing? Let's just check our attunements here. I'm not going to need, I'm thinking, I'm not going to need any of my boots. I'm not going to need any of my boots. So I'm checking to see, does she have a ring of fire resistance? He doesn't. So let's reattune her to that. For M, gonna free up an attunement, and I'll just... There aren't gonna be any fiends. Well, yes, there is. So let's swap these out. Not gonna be getting poison. Well, yes, I am. That's a good point. But hopefully I can keep them at distance. I'm trying to think here of what the encounter is going to be like. Okay, there's resistance to poison. He wouldn't have any boots. Oh, yes he might. Let's do that. I can give him the cloak here. And I can give him the boots of Elvenkind, and I can put the slippers on somebody else. Okay. So I think I'll just reattune to the cloak on him. And then for her, I'll put the slippers of spider climbing on. Those don't require attunement, and she can keep those attunements. Okay. So let's go back and do our... Actually, before we do, let's see if there's... Yeah, there's normally a chest out here somewhere. Here. Okay, and let's get back to our long rest.
I feel better already.
Let's do some attunements when we wake up. Or when we take a short rest, because we'll be in Turvamalin. Okay, so before we do anything, let's take a couple of short rests and redo our attunements. So these are all good. So Rudi, we're going to remove the boots and add in the cloak. For M, we're going to remove the boots, and we're going to add in Sovereign. There is a fiend. I may end up redoing that. But I think we will do this. The True Seeing is useless. It's really the on fiend attack, getting 4d6 damage, because we are going to run into one of those, but I think I'm better off with the cloak here. And then here we were removing her boots, and we were adding in the Periapt of Health, or the Amulet of Health. Okay. And then, was that the only... set. Got all 4 there. We've got 4 there. We've got 4 there. And we've got 4 there. Okay. Because, yeah, she doesn't have the fire resist, but I think we'll probably just use the elemental resistance once we get down to it. Okay, so we're going to drop a save here before we go in. And we'll start making our way through the city.
Welcome to Dwarven.
It's freezing. What are they waiting for to turn the heat back on?
So, people are complaining about the heat in the city.
Clear skies, heroes of the Rift.
My. Are we that recognizable?
Well, no, but Steeg sent word that you were coming.
So it's not my good looks. What a disappointment.
You'll survive.
I am Kara Wisehead, priestess of Parkry and regent of Keskainen.
You're in charge of the election, right? So how's it going?
To sum it up, it's not.
What?
We have too many problems. The place is a real mess. Disappearances, bandits, blocked tunnel. No way I can organize an election now.
How do bandits enter such a city?
Maybe there's some of us preying on their own.
Well, we have had some scuffles with bandits in our time. Shouldn't be too hard for us to help with that.
May Parkry hear you.
People disappeared.
Yes, mostly workers from the lower city.
Soraks?
You tell me.
Unmasking them seems to have become a speciality of ours.
I know, and I'm glad the Anarium sent you.
What about the tunnel?
We use it for carts and merchants, but it's blocked, full of ice.
Ice must not be new to you in this place.
Of course, we have a lava duct network to keep it clear. But somehow, it stopped working.
Well, Mistress Wisehead, the place is indeed a real mess.
Told you. Any help would be more than welcome.
Any clues to start with?
Before you go down to investigate the inner city, I'd like you to meet our candidates. Lord Steelheart of House Perlevin and Lord Boldhand of House Etivan. We're supposed to have a third, but he never showed up. Once you've met them, I'll ask the guards to rise the elevator for you.
Great. It's been a pleasure.
Likewise. May the owl watch over you.
So all 3 of those conversation options opened up the things that we're going to have to do here for the central clans. But first, we need to go talk to these 2 individuals. So let's kind of do some exploring here as we walk around. So we do have a merchant here. We don't want to deal with her yet because our reputation is still really low. Okay, nothing special. We'll go over here to the right first. Doesn't matter which way you go. Okay, and in here we reach this temple area. There's some stuff we can interact with. Okay, you learn about this flower. And that's going to open up some other things for us to loot here. Okay, more moonflower, so we can craft some more demon grease. And then we can talk to Brodir.
Ah, here they are. You wanted to see me?
Yes, Lord Steelheart. Thank you for granting us an audience.
As head of my house, you may address me as Perlevin.
Yes, sir.
An acceptable address. Mistress Wisehead informed me of your visit. Though I doubt it is your place to mingle in the affairs of Clan Kiskainen.
Any idea why the tunnel is closed, despite the lava ducts?
No, I sent soldiers to investigate. They never came back.
That's it? You're not looking for them?
I can't spare more troops right now. Our lava network worked for hundreds of years. It's fine.
Rather dismissive.
We heard about bandit activity.
Bandits are not a problem, if you know how to fight.
Maybe they're causing the problem with the lava flow.
Our technology is clearly above your comprehension.
Dude's a little arrogant. And you want to make sure you have all of these conversations. They're going to play into something later on.
We just need a speaker for the Pact of the Claw, which means you must proceed with the election for head of Clan Kiskainen.
Even more inappropriate. The Pact is none of your business.
Well, we're going to take a look at this network.
Sure, if you're not afraid of bandits, eh? You know the way out.
You may address me as Lord of Arseholes. Shut up.
One of the greatest lines in the DLC. Not gonna lie. Okay, and now we can head back the other way. Whoops, there's still something here. Unlooted. Now we can head back. And we'll continue heading straight across. Conjure Animals is amazing in tabletop, not so much in this game. And we get into the temple here. Okay, we can learn about the military ranks here in Turbomalin. It's basically just a way of addressing them. More lore and that sort of stuff. You don't have to read it or do anything with it if you don't want to. And you learn about these crystals. Given as gift. And next, Baldy is right here, I think. All these here.
I will do what is necessary, my lord. Out of my way, strangers.
Okay, so let's talk to Valdi.
Clear skies, heroes of the Rift. I am Valdi Boldhand, Lord of House Etiven.
Clear skies, my lord. We heard about your troubles.
Yes, yes. Kara must have told you.
So again, we want to have all of these conversations.
How do you explain the tunnel full of ice?
All I know is that the polls are in our favor. And now electors cannot enter the city. Ring a bell?
What do you know about the disappearances?
The mine workers complain about it all the time, but they always complain.
Any idea who or what causes them?
Digging so deep, we sometimes anger elementals, but I would gladly send soldiers if they weren't all on the Gallivan border. You may not know, but we are the only house sending axes and shields to defend the Snow Alliance territory.
I'm sure the Alliance is glad.
Do you know anything about those bandits?
No, I don't. They're probably just miners who chose stealing over honest work.
Thank you for your time. We really need the election to move forward. We're going to look into this.
Fine with me.
Okay, and now we can head down the ladder. We need to go to the well, or we can head down the elevator. Okay, and this is going to open up a new area for us down here in the Low City. And there are a few things that we can take a look at. Okay, random loot here.
Impressive. The tunnel is completely full of ice.
What happened here?
Those from above. They won't help us. We're stuck here. No quarry, no tunnel.
Better than, heller than,
Okay, and we picked up another book, and this book, The Abominable Terror of the Peaks, actually tells you about something called peak terrors and peak abominations. We're going to run into them here a little later, but monsters with white fur and gnashing teeth, like a yeti type of thing. Like I say, we're going to run into some of those.
They attacked us. When will this damn election be finished?
Did you see the beasts?
Very, with long, sharp fangs. We don't stand a chance.
Didn't the guards help you?
They only care about the damn election.
Okay, and that's going to start the Terror and Abomination quest for us to investigate the quarry.
First the tunnel,
again, some
now
random
the
loot.
quarry. It's enough.
Blessing of Rhyme is... I don't know how applicable it would be here. Oh, I know part of it would. That's the spell focus. Okay, we're gonna save that door for now. We're gonna head back this way.
He's walking around in his beautiful gardens, but no one to come and clear the tunnel.
We can interact with this cart. Okay, so its wheels are nearly frozen because of this tunnel being full of ice. Okay, I think that's it. It is. Okay, so our main quest is to head in this way.
Access to the well is closed.
What happened here?
We condemned the well due to some disturbing events below. Go meet the Kultayaka, then come back to me if you need more info.
Okay. So we can't get in there that way. And we have a citizen that we can talk to back here. One we've already interacted with, but now we can interact with him again.
Hey there. Do you know how to access the lava tunnels without using the well's elevator?
There's an old gallery in the quarry, but the area is locked.
We're looking into the disappearances. It would really help if you had any idea how to get in.
Well, there is a crate you can push to sneak in, but I didn't tell you, understand?
What are they waiting
That
for
big
to
plus
fix the
15
heating
to our
system?
persuasion skill there. Kicking in. And now you can see where we need to go. So now we're going to head through this door. So I'm gonna get, actually it doesn't matter. Okay, so this door is blocked off. Okay, but here's the stone he was talking about.
Didn't think you could do it.
Okay, and now once we get in here, we're going to explore just a little bit, and then we're...
Looks like you did that all your life.
definitely going to go into sneak mode. I'm going to take a short rest and get Sharon's hit point and get some hit points back here before we continue much further. Much farther, right? And things are going to get real dim for us here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go into cautious mode. Start exploring with M a little bit. Now, because of the Boots of Elvenkind, he has advantage on stealth checks. So if he gets seen, it's going to take him a little while longer to find him. Okay, find some crafting ingredients here. We can open up this way to go. We're going to be going this way here in a little bit. Okay. And for this, I'm going to head up top here first. So look down into this area here. See him from there. I know I could previously. Okay, there we go. So we're starting to see some of the enemies here. And I have the ability to climb on walls, so I'm going to make my way up here. Let's see if I can spot any more. Go. So I have the Berserker and the Dark Weaver and the Veteran. Let me go around the corner, the side over here. I know there's another one right there. And that's really the one I would like to get visibility on.
What about that skin in the middle of the quarry?
Okay, so there is that one. There's the Archmage. I thought there were two Archmages. Okay, there's the Bandit Captain. Okay, so... You know, I haven't tried it this way. This could be interesting. Let me see if I can get everybody else down here. I think I can. I think they can all climb up here now. Ooh, this might be really sneaky. If I can manage to get this to work. Okay, let's see if everybody's making their way through here. It looks like they are. Okay, good. I didn't play it out this way in my personal playthrough. But I think this will actually be a little better. There's going to be some reinforcements here. I definitely want to focus the Archmage. And there's going to be some reinforcements, and those reinforcements are going to appear up here. And it doesn't affect us because we're fighting in darkness because they're archers. But it makes it really annoying to kill them because they're really far away. And you can't necessarily close the distance with them. But I would love to prosecute this fight from up here. And that way the reinforcements come to me. And these guys have a long way to run to get to me. And I can pick them off. So let's see if I have shots on the Archmage from here. I do not. Yeah, she's hidden back there, but Sharon, I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill the Archmage straight out. But let's see. Because she should have a spot from here. Yes, she can. Okay. So let's set everybody else up. And let's see where Sharon can move on her turn. She might be able to fly up to here on her single turn, and if she can do that, then we should be able to keep out of range of them. But even if she can't, she has I thought, oh, I didn't take it. That's right. I was thinking about taking Dimension Door here, but I took Sonic Blast instead. That's right. Okay, so I think we're ready to start this off. If you're not fighting in darkness, this fight can be fairly difficult, simply because of the reinforcements that you're going to get. If you can focus the Archmage, you definitely want to do that. And, you know, can M walk straight down that wall? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So we want to get M up here too. But we want to start this off with Sharon. So we're going to go ahead and cast Malediction on the Archmage, and that should start us into combat. Okay, it didn't. Good. So they're surprised. And we got a kill out of it. That's outstanding. And yes, Sharon can move all the way back up here. So we're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to save her Malediction until her next turn, because I don't know who's going to be moving. Probably the Darkweaver's going to be moving the fastest. He will, actually. So let's go ahead and target him. He'll be the next target for us. Okay, so Rudi and move here. Let's get shots on the Darkweaver. What are we using? 1d8 bolts? That's fine.
Curses. My fault.
Okay. We're not going to use Action Surge yet. For me, we'll get Malediction out. See if we can get a kill on the Darkweaver. We're not going to flourish. Good. One more hit here. Outstanding. Okay, good deal. Bandit Captain's gonna be dashing. Okay, and now for me, let's get off some ranged attacks here. Can I reach the bandit captain? I can. Okay, and now let's see. We can move up here. It's outstanding. Monk OP. Okay, now on his next turn, we definitely want to bring up his darkness. And these are all melee-based characters, so they have a long way to go to reach us. Not entirely sure where you're going.
Damn it!
And you can see why we want to get darkness up, because we have reinforcements that are coming in. We have raider archers. So let's see if we can get rid of this one here at least, because I'm going to have to take the attack from one of them because M rolled so poorly on initiative.
Solasta, evil.
Okay, so he's dead on his next turn because he's got Curse of Time. So my proficiency's 5. It's going to round up. Half of it's 2.5. It's going to round up to 3, so he's dead. Rudi. Is this the next one? It is.
That's battle.
And he got a kill out of that. That's outstanding. Okay. So I think we're going to leave him in melee mode. This archer's going to die right off the bat.
And the winner is me!
Now I can retarget. I do not want to knock the bandit captain off the ledge. And another kill. We're making light work out of these guys. But now our enemies from down low are going to be getting into range of us. So let's drop our darkness here. Now the good thing about it is that we can pop out of here with his movement speed. And fire and move back in. So we're going to be golden in our future turns here. Not sure where the veteran's going. Oh, he's coming up this way. Okay. Interesting. So, Sharon, let's retarget the captain. And we'll knock him back.
fight.
Now Rudi can also make his way out of the darkness, but I don't think he can. Is this out of the darkness? No. So here, he's out. Can he see? Can't. He can see this guy, and that does not knock him off.
Knocking? Perhaps.
And he's up against... Oh, that's not going to knock him off? I'm going to take the chance that it does. Let's put him back in melee mode. So now here, can I see him? I can see him from there. Don't think I'd be able to get back in the darkness. But I don't think it matters. Ah, I'll let them come to me. So let's just move back here. And we'll ready an attack here. He's gonna action surge when he gets up here.
Of course you've been detected.
Okay, so let's go get some damage on the bandit captain here. Let's actually offhand attack. Should be enough to kill him. Okay, here he comes. Gonna move to the far end. Okay, and there's the second group of reinforcements. And that was a straight out kill. Okay, so Rudi, I'm gonna move here and ready a melee attack. Because now the archers can't see us because we're in darkness, so they have to close to melee range. And I'm not gonna have to divine smite these guys.
No!
Okay, so for myself,
Arcana Evo Almis. A modest success.
okay. So we'll move here, get ready to take that attack when it comes in. I should have moved Rudi, but I'll be alright. Okay, so he's half.
You have them now.
Failed.
You like that?
Outstanding. That Aura of Righteousness adding additional 5 damage is not to be underestimated here. He's going to climb up, go after my bard. Good luck. With that 28 armor class.
Solasta, evil.
Again. Harder.
I don't think repelling blast is triggering. Well, she might have been trying to push him that way. Time. So, Rudi, nah, he should be fine here. Let's see if we can get 2 kills here. We'll pass.
Victory is mine.
Perfect. And even more perfect. Outstanding. So that's a good way to prosecute that fight. I didn't fight like that in my personal playthrough. And that fight was a lot harder. So sneak your way around behind everybody. Get up top. Take out the Archmage. And if you want, you could even focus your party in here. That way you can move both ways to take out the archers if you're not fighting in darkness. Because, yeah, that worked out very, very well. So we have a Bandit's journal here that we want to pick up. M's going to take the arrows. And we'll grab these 2. And there's a crate up here we'll take a look at. Okay, let's take a short rest. Get our hit points back. Okay, there are some of these we can trigger on the way down. This stone, if you can actually do it, will knock it down onto the Archmage and cause some damage. It just doesn't cause very much. Ooh, that was a mistake. Because I don't know if I can loot the Archmage. Oh, it moved it up here. Okay. It moved the bag.
Nice little warm-up.
Thank goodness. Because there's a scroll of fireball on the Archmage. Unless they get to use it, it'll be there. Multicolored gem is a brooch of shielding, I think. So yeah, you don't want to miss out on being able to loot the Archmage. Okay, and I think I already looted that. I did. Okay, so we have one more here with a magnesium deposit. Okay, and let's take a look at the Bandit's note. Alright, where is it? Oh, did I loot it with Rudi? I did. Okay. Bro Deer paid us what he promised. Make sure that your hints leave behind point towards Etivan, and let's gather at the elevator. So, Bro Deer is causing some problems. The magnificent breastplate you get from the captain, so that's why I didn't want to make sure I didn't knock him off the ledge. And while we're here, might as well do this. And let's see if anybody else has anything. I think it's just those two. So this should be a brooch of shielding. Oh, it's a gem of seeing. Okay. Again, we don't really need it. And then the magnificent breastplate is what you really want. Okay, and that's the breastplate of Sandraven. So the brooch of seeing allows you to cast True Sight once per day. So it, again, no reason to take True Sight as a spell. We have a bunch of different items that can cast it for us. It's also on Sovereign, I believe. Yeah, cast True Seeing. So yeah, don't take that as your Mystic Arcanum spell at level 6. Breastplate of Sandraven. Now this needs attunement. Okay. But you get +3 to armor class, resistance to cold. We can cast Produce Flame and cast Flame Blade once per dawn as well. So right now we've got half plate +2, which is setting our armor class to 17, and it's giving us a +2 from our dex bonus. This is going to set us to 14 and give us +3 to armor class. So plus our dex bonus. So I think we're going to work out to be the same. Now I'm going to have to drop an attunement here off of something. So let me look and see how this is going to go, because this is going to give me back resistance to cold, so I don't have to go back to using boots when I'd have to drop off an attunement anyway. So I'm at 28. I think I'm going to drop to 27 when I do this. So I'm at 25. I'm going to drop off +1 from this to 24, but I'm going to add +3 from this, so I'm going to go back up to 27. So I'm going to lose 1 armor class point. I'm going to lose +1 to saving throws, but I'm going to gain resistance to cold. And I could cast Flame Blade if I wanted, which is a really cool spell. Let's redo my attunement. And I'm going to remove the sigil ring and add in the breastplate of Sandraven. Now if I check, I should be back to 27. I am. Back to 27, but now I have cold resistance, and I can, like I say, cast Flame Blade once per day if I want. Okay, so there's one more thing that I want to do, and that is over here. We saw this a little bit earlier. Okay, now for a portion of this, it is useful if you have rings of fire resistance. So I could probably give up one of these. Sharon's going to cast elemental resistance on herself. What would I have to give up here? The resistance to poison I'm going to keep for now. So I think I am just going to keep this how it is. I'm going to try and work around the encounter as much as I can. No, I shouldn't have done that. I forgot.
We need to help the soldiers.
Forgot you're going to get dropped right into a fight here. Oh, we rolled really well on initiative.
Bad luck. The gallery collapsed.
Really well on initiative. Okay. So, lay of the land here. Everything is down below you except for the abomination. So, the harasser can make its way around here. The acolyte and the saboteur have to make their way up the stairs. Same with this harasser. The abomination is right here around the corner. So we want to get out here and control this intersection, basically, to kind of keep everybody at bay. Now we don't have to. You can, since we rolled high, we could move everybody toward the abomination. And we could lock ourselves into this back corner back here. And that might not be a half bad idea for us. The abomination, do I have full bestiary on the abomination? I do. So he's immune to frightened, charmed, mind controlled, or mind dominated. He's resistant to all of the normal damages. Yeah, he's going to regenerate in dim light. But we'll put him into complete darkness. So he's not regenerating as much. Okay, he has very poor wisdom saving throws, but he's immune to all of that. Okay. So, what I really wanted to look at, though, was his ability scores. So, he has a +5 to his Constitution saving throws. So, my chances of being able to stun him are really, really low. But let's get out here and try it anyway. So we're going to get out here. And I need to set the darkness in a place that gets him, but allows everybody with slower movement to get into it as well. Spot. Flurry of blows. Will activate stunning strike. Like I say, the chances are really, really low here with that Constitution. Yeah. Throwing
You like
damage. That was a nice crit. And I would like to be able to move back from him. One, just in case I can get somebody else closer to him. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't get Rudi there. So let's get him... See if we can actually get a kill on the Acolyte. What is he using for bolts? +D8.
modest success.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to kill him. Oh, he shielded himself on the second one. Okay. Fair play. Actually, I'm going to action search here. There we go.
Well struck.
Can't see him from there. If I move forward here, I can, and that gets me closer to the darkness. I'd like to be able to. Oh, and I got a kill on the saboteur as well. I rolled really well. Rolled an 8. Yep. Rolled above 50% on the both. So now let's just get Rudi into the darkness here. Now Sharon. We need to get her up off the ground. Into the middle of everybody. And I can move the abomination back.
Solasta evil.
Bunch of hit points. And my bard, I can get my bard back behind everybody, which is absolutely perfect. And she'll be able to tank the attack from the abomination if it even survives. If I cast this, it's gonna knock him off the map. I don't want to do that. Oh, actually, that's not off the map. That is not off the map. So, yes, let's go ahead. Actually, let's not. Let's get out Malediction first. I might be able to get a kill on him straight out. Perfect.
Reaches out for you.
Through a crit. Now, no one's going to be coming at me from behind here, I don't believe. So, they're going to be dashing in. They have a lot of movement speed. He's not oh, he is dashing. Okay, I was going to say. Okay, now let's move everybody back over here. My paladin's in the middle. Yeah, he's invisible, but that should be offset by the fact that he's blinded. I don't know why I'm throwing disadvantage here. Okay, so he's stunned anyway. So now all my disadvantages go away because he's stunned. I'm still rolling 2s. Okay, now that my paladin's in the middle, if he attacks him, he's going to get a full attack using his reaction because of Sentinel proccing. So we're going to have him go after this one. Yeah, we'll use one here. I've got plenty. Let's use my free one.
Again.
Okay, Sharon actually... No, I'm not even going to need it. I can just kill everybody flat out. not going to get to the next round.
Ha! That must have hurt.
Because now I can move back here. Reapply malediction, even though I don't really have to.
Good.
Enemies! They sealed the ducts. Lava must flow. Take these blueprints. They will help you restore the lava flow.
Okay, so we got teleported down here to the bottom and we got some instructions. So... the instructions tell us to make sure that all 4 of the lava seals are clear. Place something on the slabs to raise the mechanism, and then activate the mechanism by placing the valves in front of the red holes in the floor. We're going to learn more about that when we get to the heat generator. So let's loot this area here real quick. Is that Adder Spangs? Yes, it is. And we can... you know, darkness... darkness, I'm gonna see if he loses... I'm not gonna drop his concentration on that. Darkness is only supposed to last 10 turns. Let me see if it goes away. So Rudy's definitely going to take those bolts. That's 2d8. Oops. He just picked up a bunch of them. Yeah, he's got 10 of those. We're going to take those. It's poison damage. Yeah. I'm going to see if that darkness stays there or not as we go through this. So I think that should be it. Yeah, it is. Because I wonder if I can drag this... darkness with us. Okay, I can't. I don't have the option to move it when I'm out of combat here, so... but it doesn't seem to be going away. So, his darkness that he casts using his Way of the Shadow ability might be a little different. Okay, so we've got some regular arrows equipped. Well, that was pretty cool. We shot it while he was standing sideways.
What is this? It looks unstable.
That was what we just shot.
Would you look at that?
This must be the heat generator we're looking for. This should be producing a column of hot air. That's why the ice in the tunnel is not melting anymore.
Did you find that out by yourself? What a genius you are.
So we're not going to deal... we can't deal with the heat generator yet. We have to activate the 3 lava ducts first. It doesn't matter which order we do these in. They're all going to be the same. Find another of these mysterious artifacts here.
Another of those weird pillars?
It can't be a coincidence. Just like the previous one. It's alien. It looks indestructible.
We should go.
Okay, and our first one here leads off this way.
I'm seeing a trap.
Don't forget to look around and pick up some stuff as you go. I'm going to go into cautious mode. As I start to explore more of this. Make my way over to the far side here. And slowly make my way up here. Okay, there's a body of a dead Sorak there. Now this trap I'm gonna leave. And I'm going to get Sharon up off the ground. I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna change his bolt or his arrows. Go with the +1s. Take him out here to do some scouting around.
A dead Sorak? Beware.
Okay, so they're commenting about the dead Sorak. And there we go. We've got a stone golem, and that brings up a very interesting thing that I need to adjust here. I do not want Psychic Blast. Stone golems and all golems actually are immune to psychic damage. I just know that from the SRD, or from the Monster Manual, sorry, from Tabletop. So having my Eldritch Blast damage type change to Psychic means I won't be able to do any damage. So I'm going to turn that off. And now that I've got him activated, nope, 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 nope. Nice. Nice job. Well done, Jorval. Well done. I was going to leave that there because, one, some of the enemies will trigger it themselves, and two, if they don't, they have to move around it, which gives me more chance to attack them. Unfortunately, what I did there was I didn't click back to M before I moved. I wanted to move M back here. Now it doesn't really matter, though. So let's see how far back I can get M and still attack the golem. Okay, not a problem there. That was so stupid. Okay, so I can still attack from here. Let's go ahead and get this started. No, I don't need it yet. Okay, now the thing about this is that the golem is... Oh, great.
No!
And I missed. Is one thing, but there are 2 skeleton sorcerers out here as well. Now, both of them are way back here, I think. So that's why I'm keeping my distance away from them. Jeez. Okay. At least I got a hit there. Okay, so I'm going to ready a cantrip attack here. I'm going to do the same thing here. Now Rudi changed to Driller, and I'm going to ready a ranged attack. And see where the skeletal sorcerers pop up. There they are. So he was way back there. So that's his movement. Here comes the second one, and you'll see him pop up here in a second as well. Okay, he's still too far back to be seen. And here go all the ready attacks. Okay, now we absolutely want to focus the sorcerer if we can. That's a long ways. I can hit him from there, though. I still hit him there. I can. Can I hit him here? I can. I can't hit him there. So I can hit him here.
More coming your way.
Okay. Oh, nice. Now I'll move him back. So we've got an archer over there that I can't see yet. Let's just get rid of the knight. Change positions here with Rudi. I have the higher armor class with 27. And again, going to ready a cantrip attack. Rudi's going to ready a ranged attack. Skeleton archer's dead. Where's the sorcerer? He has not shown up yet. I'm shocked. See if we can push him back. We did. I'm shocked that the sorcerer has not showed up yet. Can't see him from over that column is blocking everything until I get out here. It's all right.
Take that.
back. Can Sharon see him? I don't think she can. No. She can't. So we'll ready that cantrip. We will ready another one here. Yep. And we will ready a ranged attack here. See if the sorcerer shows himself. There he is. Don't really like that he came around that way. Here come all the readied actions. And that got a kill. Okay, so now I'm hoping the sorcerer drops down here and comes around that corner. So that means I need to get everybody lined up for readied attacks here along this line. Okay, Sharon. Move her out here. Actually move her forward one. Okay, me, we will ready a cantrip. And then Rudi can move here. And ready a ranged attack. And now, as soon as that sorcerer comes around this corner, he's going to get hit by everybody. And he shouldn't survive it. Okay. Oh, he's behind destructible cover. That's why. Okay. That's fine. We're not able to see through it. He's not able to see. Ooh, we can see through it. Why did he not? Oh, he dashed. That's right. So why didn't I get readied attacks? Because I can see him. Indestructible cover must be doing something weird here. Or destructible cover, sorry, must be doing something weird. He's only in half cover. You can see the little half shield icon. So I'm not entirely sure, and I can see him. So I'm just a little shocked that none of my readied attacks went off. Let's not kill him yet. Let's bring Sharon down. Is everyone back? My internet dropped for some reason entirely. Very, very strange. Give me a note in chat if you guys can see the stream again. It looks like I'm back, but I'm not entirely sure, and just want to make sure before I continue here. Hey, Rudi. Thanks for letting me know about that. I don't know what happened there. I just had a notification that popped up on YouTube that the internet went out, but the stream stayed live. It appears it's just my OBS studio disconnected from it. So that was really weird. I apologize, everybody, if you're coming back in now. For some reason, my internet just dropped completely out. But the streams appeared to have stayed live, kind of. But my streaming software disconnected from it. So, sorry about that. Have no idea what happened at all. It's kind of weird. I'm wired here, but my wireless devices did not drop out. only my wired one did. It's kind of strange. Okay, thanks for letting me know on that, Rudy. I appreciate the help. Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. Don't know what happened. But picking up kind of where we left off, we're gonna swap over to Grievance here. And welcome back, everybody who's been joining. Sorry about that. Don't know exactly what happened. My wired internet dropped out, but my wireless didn't. Very, very weird, so not entirely sure what happened. But we're going to change over to Grievance on our monk here, so we'll take a quick short rest, and we'll reattune. We'll drop out the cloak, and we'll add in Grievance. Okay. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to open up the lava flow here, and you can see this destructible cover looks a little different. Okay, you have to hit it twice. And when you do, the screen's going to drop out. Now we've got lava flowing through here. And that's why you want to check this afterward, because there's only one spot up there, and people will actually go stand in that lava to check on it. So it's not a good thing to have happen. Okay, we do have, it looks like, one more thing to loot up here that I missed. Oh yes, I forgot about that. Okay, and that's going to get us some more acid. So from here, we need to, the north duct is kinda off by itself, but this is the direction that we're going next. And we're gonna make our way back out of here ourselves. We're not gonna fast travel. There's a reason for that. They should walk around the lava here. Okay, and we only have a few minutes left here. In the stream. But let's see what we can take a look at here before we are done today. Okay, so we picked up some more acid. We'll make our way up this ramp over here.
Wait, a trap.
Okay, and we're seeing this trap down here. Okay, so I'm going to scout forward with M. Actually, let's not. Let's scout M this way. Yes, this is the way we want to go. We're going to bring everybody up here, actually. And this is the fight with the Fiend, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to arrange it so that that the Fiend never gets an attack anyway. Okay, so I want to get my Bard over here and my Paladin in here. Or no, I want that reversed. Okay, I'm going to have Sharon off the ground back here. And M is going to go scouting a little bit. And we're going to drop a save. And I guess the question is, do we leave this on a cliffhanger and have this fight at the start of the episode next week? Or do I go long today and have this fight now? There's another trap here.
The trap.
You can see there's another one of the lava flows, so you know we're getting close. Okay, so now we have access to the lava duct. We just don't know where it is yet. And I'm moving really slow here to open up this map in as little bit at a time as I can. Again, I know what's up here. Okay. So I think I can loot this here. Yes. Okay, so let's make our way toward this. Okay, there we go. So now you see the Poison King. Okay, so still have 14 of those left. Yeah. Okay. So we don't know anything about the Poison King, but it looks like a Sorak, kind of. So we are going to start this off by attacking him. And that's going to trigger a bunch of other things. So let's see if we can hit him from here. So, alright Rudi, since you're a channel member, what do you say? Do we go along and have this fight now, or do we leave it on a cliffhanger and start off next week with this fight? What do you say? I leave it up to you. And I know there's a delay in chat, so let's make everyone grumpy and wait. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, Rudi. The other 25 people in the chat are going to be hating you right now, but it probably does make more sense. The stream is scheduled to end at 11. and waiting until next week probably makes more sense. So let me just get in a position where I'll be able to attack him starting off next week. I can still do it there. I don't think I can do it from down here. Oh, I can. I just want to get him as much distance as possible. Still do it there. This might be out of vision. Yes. Okay. So this is where I can do it to start the attack off. Yep. And that's what we're going to do. So let's drop a save here. And that gets us a great spot to start off next week. So next week, y'all get to jump in right into some combat. And this is going to be a pretty big fight, but I think I can cheese it. And you'll kind of see that when we start this fight next week. This trap here, they tend to not want to go through it. And because of the size of some of the enemies, which are 2 by 2, they can't walk down this ramp because there's only a 1 block space here to get through it, and they can't come down here because there's only a 1 block space, so they don't have a way to get to us, really, is kind of what it lines out to be. So a lot of the bigger enemies are going to want to stay over here in this area, simply because they can't get to us and they don't want to walk through the trap. So we'll kind of prosecute that fight next week and see how it goes. So as always, thank you all for being here and suffering through that internet outage, which I still need to troubleshoot and find out why it happened. But thank you for coming back to see the end of the episode. I can't thank you enough for being here. My community is great, always has been, and always will be, I'm sure. So thank you all for your support, because as I always say, without your support, none of this is possible. This is Commander Jarval saying until next week, fare thee well.